stem wall height.
So we ripped our plywood to the right width for it, and that's our liner for our form. And then we used what we had, which is a 2x10 and a 2x4. But these could be just multiple 2x4s. That doesn't matter very much. What matters is we have a flat, continuous surface for our concrete. It's just helpful to make it look cleaner and strip off easier. All right, we got our rebar in place in the footings. We got our footings formed. We sprayed them with the form release. Form release was just diesel, by the way. It works great in a pinch. That's what we had, so that's what we used. But that's our form release. We sprayed our forms with the form release. I was able to avoid getting it on the rebar, which you needed. You don't want to get form release on your reinforcement. That is generally frowned upon. So it's best to spray your forms before you do rebar, but I mean, just don't spray it on the rebar. So we're all ready here. We have two number 4s, top and bottom, and those are continuous. Oh, and they are tied into those ones I epoxied earlier. So those go about 10 inches into the existing footing. Engineer called for a minimum of 4 inches, so I got about 10, plenty. And I cut these about a foot longer than required. So we've got plenty of continuity there, more than enough. Now we have two number 4s, top and bottom. Bottom ones you want 3 inches above the ground. Top ones you want 3 inches below the footing, the top of footing. And you want them 3 inches in from each wall. So these will just kind of adjust a little bit like that as we're pouring, but they're close to the right spot anyways. And then we can snip these once we're up higher, and then just move them a little bit right to where they need to sit. So we're all ready for pouring these tomorrow. And then we're gonna form our stem wall on top. So I think it's gonna go pretty good, pretty good. And our stem wall has rebar epoxied into. Here it has 3 of them. And then over there I have 1 that goes down into the footing. So we're looking good, and we are done for the day. Peace. So we're getting close. We're like 3, 7, 7/8. Not quite 7/8. We're like 13/16. 13/16 of the way done. Pouring this footing. So we just have another maybe 6 foot left there. Yeah, it's coming out good. I sprayed all these forms with the, oh, I already told you yesterday. Sprayed them with diesel. So they should strip off pretty easy. But we're just getting the end of that poured, and then we're breaking for lunch. And this should already be starting to set up a little. Yeah, I mean, it's wet still, but it's starting to firm up. It's in the shade too, so that didn't help. But yeah, after lunch we're going to start forming our stem wall on top of it, and then maybe start pouring that, but probably not, because we need to do rebar in it too, and anchor bolts and everything. But it's going well. The most important thing is that mud mixer there. We just need to keep it topped up and rolling continually, because that becomes our bottleneck, sort of. We can only go at the speed of that mixer, which is fine. It's not like it goes. It'd be nice if it went a little faster, spit more mud out at a time. Like if there was a version of it they made, like a pro version that was, say, 50% larger capacity and speed, that would be epic, because then it's still manageable. You could still wheel it around with one person, but it would really reduce that bottleneck by 50%. Anyways, just ideas. Caleb and I are working inside on layout for our boxes, for our receptacles, for light switches and outlets in the kitchen, bathrooms. So we're working on that right now. Finally getting to make more progress inside the house. Great to have my dad here working on the outside, because then I could just focus on this instead.
Here, I can go in with the Sawzall.
That way. That's good. It'll need some adjustment. We'll just leave it right here for now. And
So we made forms for the stem walls.
trying to tie here.
Do you want to tell us how we made the forms?
Yeah,
We really need to know.
2x10 structure and 2x4 on the bottom. 14 5/8 plywood is our stem wall height.
So we ripped our plywood to the right width for it, and that's our liner for our form. And then we used what we had, which is a 2x10 and a 2x4. But these could be just multiple 2x4s. That doesn't matter very much. What matters is we have a flat, continuous surface for our concrete. It's just helpful to make it look cleaner and strip off easier after it's cured. Since we know our floors aren't perfectly level, so to get these receptacle heights in this kitchen and switch heights and everything all the same, because here's the thing, our cabinets are going to be level, countertops going to be level, our floor is not. So since I don't have those level countertops and cabinets in place right now to measure off of, I can't just measure straight off the floor. So I'm going to find the height that I want them at, which is going to be 42 inches to the bottom of the receptacle. So the top of the receptacle will be like 46 and a half. That lands it like pretty much in the middle of the backsplash. That way, if we just do like a 6-inch backsplash, it's going to fit underneath the outlets. But if we do a tile backsplash the whole way to the bottom of the upper cabinets, then it'll just be basically centered in that from top to bottom of the backsplash. Anyways, I'm using the laser to get a perfectly level line across the whole kitchen. Now this line doesn't have to be where your outlets are going. You just need a reference point. So once I have my reference point and I know my outlet needs to go like 2 inches below that line, then I just measure down from the line wherever I'm putting outlets. So I already have marks where the outlets are going. Now I have a level line reference point, and I could start putting all my boxes and know they're gonna fit and look proper once we have our level countertops right under them.
Reading yet?
Ouch. Yes. There's probably a better way to cut out these spots for our canvas wafer lights, but this is the best way I can think of right now. It's just dusty.
Wait, did you just send him the stuff?
No, I sent it to you.
Oh, did you email it to me?
I texted it to you.
I don't have it. It doesn't deliver. So I just send this to him?
Yeah. You only have to send a 1099 if the company you're paying is a sole proprietorship or an individual. Come on.
I need to leave a little slack in each hole, right?
A lot of slack.
A lot of slack, about.
You want it, cut end.
Like, it's basically 8 inches total for each side, so 16.
Yeah. And you leave the slack here in the middle.
Yeah. But this only needs 8 because
Like
it's the
that.
end. Right?
Yeah. And then we'll have to pull a wire from here to that one.
Okay. So, should I just continuously run?
You can, if it's doable. But then you have to pull it through. So I would cut it.
Okay,
I
here.
would pull your slack back out that way.
Okay.
So you're not. No, you just leave the end of this and you cut it back there.
Oh, okay. But do you want me to pull the slack out? Because that's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm pulling slack
You
out.
pull it to about 8 inches or so. And then
there.
pull the slack back out there.
just needs 8 inches as well.
Huh?
This side just needs 8 inches as well.
Yeah, correct. Correctamundo. Today is and was Tuesday, and we started getting a lot of our wire run. I've got my hot and cold taps there ready for PEX. I'm gonna do the drain for it too. I got the holes drilled in these studs too, and up there to run a vent for the sink. Got our outlets all lined up. There's our washing machine outlet, refrigerator outlet. Putting an outlet there for under cabinet lighting. It's gonna tie into this side too. That is so loud. Caleb's fishing a wire to there from the light switch that's gonna be on the wall for the kitchen lights. And outside where all that noise is coming from, hold on. It's just like reverberating through the whole house. But they're forming the stem wall on top of the footing. They're almost done with the forms, and they're going to start bending some rebar. Tomorrow we'll be ready to pour the stem walls. The 2 stem walls. So we're getting all that lined up. We'll pour the concrete. And then by after lunchtime tomorrow, we can start marking and drilling our sill plates that sit on top of the stem wall. I don't think we could bolt them down to the stem wall tomorrow because it'll still be concrete will still be real green, so we'll probably have to wait till Thursday to really frame. But once we're into framing, it's going to go real fast. Framing is always like the fastest part of a whole build process, but it's going to be exciting to see that progress.